Cass said that they like the commentary and stuff. Like before I start. Yeah. Should I pop off the Wi-Fi? Should I pop off the Wi-Fi? Okay. Cass said there was a few times when they didn't want to comment yesterday because they're not trying to. They didn't want to interact, like stop the stream. And I said, comment whenever. Okay. To refresh, we're back at Wickford Castle in Wisconsin. There's been strange goings on. A bit of vandalism, some theft, and there's a huge snowstorm outside, so we can't go outside yet. Everybody's kind of trapped in the castle. Professor Hotchkiss has given us the key to her room to go poke around because we seem to be interested in things that she's interested in too. Like French history, and we know that she's doing her theory on Marie Antoinette. We've learned a little bit about Marie. She calls her Poor Marie. She was the wife of King Louis XVI, and most of us know her fate at the end. But so she's given us her room key. This is where we left off yesterday. We can go into her room, but only until 6 o'clock when she returns. So we have 1 hour to go check out her room. Let's see what we can find in Professor Hotchkiss's room. Not sure I'm gonna be able to remember all the things. Starting off with a sick typewriter, though. What do we have here? For November 2nd, a Scorpio like me. What a coincidence. No wonder she was so passionate. She was Austrian. Birth name was Maria Antonia. She was married off at 15 and she had to chase her. Can you read that word? Oh, change her name. Not chase, change her name too. She must have been frightened. Her favorite color was purple, like me. This is Professor Hotchkiss. Because you remember how she ordered 50 chicken drumsticks. Despite the elaborate hairstyles that were the fashion of the day, Marie preferred to wear her hair loose, unpowdered, and natural. Note, evidence she was unpretentious. There's no concrete evidence that she was the one who coldly declared "let them eat cake" in response to the news that her people were starving. Marie was immature. I think it says immature, right? Yeah, immature but not cruel. It's hard to read some of this cursive. I've heard that before too, that she never actually said "let them eat cake," but it's like the thing that's attributed to her, which is what a terrible way to be remembered. It looks like that's the only thing we can see here at the desk, so we'll pop on around the room. There'll be plenty else to see, and we have 45 minutes left. In her room, the boots that we brought her. Head on over here. Oh yes, okay, let's check this out. She has a old school video camera.
Testing. Can anyone hear me? Hotchkiss to Earth. Come in, Earth. Oh, okay. I think we're rolling.
This spot.
Now, let's get a look at these hallways. So rich in detail. You'd never know this place was built in 1920. It's all so 18th C. Oh, and there's Marie. I feel so close to her, just being here. It's as if her spirit is in the air.
So cool.
Sweet as the smell of fried chicken.
I don't know for sure. I know. This one looks really old though. So, the camera cut out right when she gasped, but it's just likely because the battery died, so we'll just leave that battery pack to charge. We probably won't have enough time. We only have a half hour left for it to charge entirely, so we'll just leave it for the time being. Okay, what's in our boots? Dearest B, marvelous to receive news of your progress. I'm sure you're on to something important with the medallion and stained glass window, but I think the significance of the medallion must go beyond the message you've seen. I've looked into my family letters, and it seems that Marie Antoinette gave her niece, Helga I, my great-great-great-great aunt, the medallion. She told Helga to keep it safe, and that it was part of a great truth. She hoped someday to heal the wounds of France. Helga urged her to explain this great truth, but it was all this was all Marie would divulge. The truth can seem hard and ugly at first, but eventually its hardness becomes a thing of eternal beauty. B, you must find the meaning of this. Keep up the good work, old friend. I know you'll be successful. So we've got mention of a medallion, and that it will help unearth a great truth. It seems that's all we know. We only have 15 minutes. We need to get out of her room, pretty much. She told us till 5:59. So we don't want to mess with that, and this only goes in 15-minute increments. Okay, let's pop on out of her room. We don't want to get in trouble. Okay. Cool. So now it's... Oh wait, 5:59. She said till 6, right? I think that's right. Okay, so I was wrong. We actually have a little... Okay, we've looked at her video camera. That's charging. We're gonna leave it charging or it won't do us any good. I think that's the only thing in her briefcase that we could see. Double checking. We were able to look beneath or behind the pillow on her couch here. Don't see anything else. Let's see. Quite yet. Looks like the letter. Okay, that's all we're seeing right now. So all we're going to be able to assume is that we have to get back later on to see that. Was it right that she said 5? Yeah, 6. So we were right doing that. Pop down. This is that hallway where she was kind of poking around. And Marie's portrait that she was looking at. So we've learned that this tower was imported over from France. That it was part of the Royal Tower. That that she was locked into another
This
dead
one
end.
goes nowhere.
Go figure. Like we said, it's the Winchester Mansion. Just Frenchified. We'll head back over to our room and see. We should probably make it. No, we have to go back and see the rest of the video once that battery is charged. 4205. We're gonna make it morning because otherwise we won't be able to talk to anybody. All right. Okay. It is 6:15 a.m. Like a normal-ish time. A good solid 4 hours of sleep. We can head back down and see what everybody else is up to. Hotchkiss is probably back. Yeah, we know she's back in her room because the typewriter's going. Which is a good cue. We can head back down and talk to Dexter. If he has anything else he wants us to do.
Can I help you?
Nope.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Alright. See if Lisa's around. She's here.
Hi there, how's it going?
I'll let you get back to your
Nothing for
magazine.
Lisa.
Keep me posted.
See see if Jacques is back at his station. Always a good sign. Okay. Back to Jacques. He's here.
Ah, Nancy, ¿cómo se va?
Lisa told me you were in the Olympics. What was that like?
Disappointing, frustrating, humiliating.
Oh, what happened?
Ooh.
It was the worst day of my life. To fall flat on my face with my family, my country, and the rest of the world watching.
So that's all the context we get for why the Olympics was so bad. Allez, bye-bye. Let's see what the outside looks like. Ahora.
Ugh, it's like the North Pole out there.
Still terrible. We're not going outside. Clearly. So yesterday we did get this little piece of the knight's weaponry that we know will come in handy later on. We tried the code on our locker, it didn't work, so we were able to get into Lisa's locker. It showed us that she had multiple IDs and a letter from somebody written in Spanish, but then she claimed to not speak any other languages. It was a little bit sus. We've been all up in the circuit panel here. Circuit breaker, we were able to fix that for Dexter. So my next bet is that we just want to get back and see what was in Hotchkiss's video camera there. So that'll have been charging for a full 22 hours once we get back there. So we'll just go back right now to sweep. Make it like 3 a.m. so we can pop back over to her room. All right, let's go. Huh. 3 a.m. Perfect time to snoop. Her room is on the opposite side. 214. There we go. See what's going on in here. Can't get the video camera. Locked and loaded. Okay. Video camera's loaded up. Battery is charged. It's just gonna start.
What's this?
Here we go.
It appears to be some kind of peephole. But
Cool.
what, pray, does it peep upon? Shall I peep?
You shall. Do it.
La la, I do believe I'll peep. The beauty, the colors. So this is what Helga told me to look for. Where's my medallion? It fits! Note to self, high five Team Hotchkiss. And what's this? A message? Eureka! It says the diamond.
All right. Very key, very important information. So we got the video to play with a little bit more battery. It still died once again, but she went and saw that those little spots beneath the portrait were a peephole. So we're gonna go see what she saw in that peephole. She said she could see a message. You know, once again, because our disk is loading. Oh, listen. Hear a bang. Clearly give us that. Okay. I don't speak French. I don't know what it means. Gonna snap a photo. All right. She said something about the diamond, so maybe la vérité. But that to me would probably mean like truth or something, right? Est is toujours. Can't read that part. C'est tout le monde. I don't know for sure, but we know this is a peephole, which is definitely key. She also says something about her medallion fitting. So, yes. So we know that that's going to be key. And right now we can just hear a loud banging going on from somewhere. We don't know where specifically yet. Much louder as we get down here. So what we're going to do now, let's pop on down. We're going to go back to that little spot where we saw the knight before, and we're able to get the piece of his chisel here. So the elevator is called to the top. We need to go back down through the library. We know is our access point to get kind of in that secret passageway behind the elevator. On the other side. Okay. Popping over here to the bibliothèque. Alarm goes off as always. And now we're ready for it. In the old, yes, 3-star-7-2. In other games, they eventually wouldn't make you do this. They would just be like, yeah, you've got the code to the library. We're not going to make you do it every time. But this is an old game, so you'll put in the code till the end of the game. I remember that yesterday we were able to get behind the elevator kind of in this little secret shaft, like visiting this vent. So we're going to take the vent back down to that little kind of secret gated area, little prison that we saw. We oiled this with the oil from our radiator, so now we can pop back down. And yet again, like we just said, if you've solved the puzzle once, they don't care. You're gonna have to solve it again, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, but remember, it's random. The sequence is never the same any two times. 1, 5, 6. Okay, good guess. 5, 6, 1. On fire. 5, 6, 1, 3. Let's go. 5, 6, 1, 3, 4, 2. That was pretty incredible, actually, to get it that quickly. Yeah. Eventually, yeah, it's never going to be the same. Okay, we're hearing sawing, we're hearing banging going on. We know that we're getting closer to the sound. It's in the middle of the night still. Remind ourselves it's 4 a.m. So whatever's going on. Oh, what's this? Oh, busted.
Nancy, what are you doing here?
I don't know. Just
Don't
poking
you think
around.
I should be asking you that question.
Mm-hmm.
I can explain, Nancy, but please don't tell anyone that you found me here. If I get sent back to France, my fiancé will give up on me.
Sawing apart this
Let down my
ancient.
family again.
Yeah, he'll be deported. He's literally, damaging ancient artifacts, sawing a prison wall apart.
How can you expect me to keep quiet while you go around destroying the castle?
Right.
If you're willing to saw through this gate,
Big time.
then you must be the one who wrecked the library too.
Clearly.
Nancy, I had nothing to do with what happened in the library. I swear.
Why would I believe
The
that?
tower holds a valuable French historical document. If I can find it and return it to France, perhaps I can make up for my failure at the Olympics.
We know he fell on his face. We found that out just recently at the Olympics. We don't have much more information than that. But what kind of document you got,
What
Jacques?
kind of document?
The tower first belonged to the Chateau Rochemont in France.
Rochemont.
When Ezra Wickford bought the tower, my great-grandfather was the master carpenter in charge of dismantling it and preparing it for
Okay.
shipment. One day, when he was working alone, he found a secret compartment in one of the walls.
A secret compartment?
Inside,
Fine, Jacques.
he found an old journal with a royal crest on the cover and a
Journal.
medallion with a strange blue stone in it. But he
So
heard
that's
other
the second
travelers
time a
coming,
medallion has
so
come
he
up
hid
in
the
the last
medallion
5
in his
minutes.
pocket
So now we
and
know
sealed the journal back in the compartment.
we've got some.
Before he could get back to
some key
study
here.
the journal and return the medallion, the tower was dismantled and shipped to America. He never learned who the journal belonged to, or what it said.
So now we know that he has a medallion. We know that Hotchkiss, because of her video, she was testing to see if her medallion fit in that peephole. And she said, oh, my medallion fits here. How key is that? So now we've got ears at least on 2 medallions. So let's hear
What
about that.
happened to the medallion?
I have the medallion now, and I'm hoping if I can get into the tower, I can find the journal too. You see?
He wants the journal.
He thought if he told his story, Ezra Wickford might get angry, accuse him of interfering with the project, and try to ruin his name as a carpenter. So he kept quiet.
His name as a carpenter. So, how do you know?
So, how do you know all of this?
I was his only great-grandson. On his deathbed, he gave me the medallion and told me the
Yay.
whole story. He begged me to come here to Wisconsin to find the journal and return it to France.
Seems like a whole lot for a deathbed. Yeah. Please, go to Wisconsin. The cheese capital of the world besides France. Okay. Doesn't matter too much.
What did he think the journal contained that was so important?
The journal bore a royal seal. It must have belonged to Marie.
They're all jacked.
She used to visit the tower during the revolution.
Okay.
So perhaps it
So
contains
Marie's
her
tied in
confession.
again.
Or perhaps it contains proof of her innocence. Either way, the contents of that journal could change French history forever.
So we know that's a document he's likely trying to get at. We know he's going to try to saw his way in, but thinks that his medallion will work somewhere as a key. We really want to get our hands on this medallion. What do you mean?
He's gonna get through all the steel bars.
I guess. Well, remember when we came down
Well, he
before?
cut one.
Yeah, when we came down before, remember we could see that? So clearly he's just kind of figuring everybody's asleep. He'll just kind of work his way through.
Need some power tools.
Like, all I have is this
But how do
measly
you
saw.
think the medallion fits in? What's its significance?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I believe whoever hid that journal must have left the medallion with it as a part of their message. But what? Nancy, do you think you could help me? Let me show you this medallion, and maybe you'll be able to tell me
Give
what
me
it's for.
the medallion.
We'll do it. We'll saw through the bars. Give us the saw.
Okay. So we've got 2 options of what we can say. We can say, I don't know. We can say, I might be willing to help you.
Yeah.
But Christy is the gal who sent us here to kind of check out everything that's been going on.
We should say.
I
Yeah.
might be willing to help you, but you have to tell Christy
What's in it for
everything.
me?
I'm sure she'll understand. And then you won't have to sneak around in the middle of the night, haunting the castle with that screeching hacksaw.
Okay, Nancy, I
trade-off.
see your point. I will explain everything to Christy Lane as soon as possible.
Perfect.
Now will you help me? I think this medallion will interest you, and maybe you'll have some idea what it's for. It's in my locker. Will you go get it while I take care of something? The combination is 2665.
Okay.
I'll meet you in the locker room in a minute.
Snap a little photo. We're going to go to his locker and get it. Apparently, what are our options even? It looks like we don't have an option to not. So,
Well, as long
And
as
we
you
want the
promise to
medallion
tell
anyway.
Christy what's going on?
You're the best, Nancy.
That's what they tell me.
Always humble. I think he beast out anyway, though. But like he said, we
It's
can't get in here anyway. So the only thing we've got to go on is that he gave us his locker combo and said the medallion's in there, and that's really what we want. So I'm not gonna ask any questions. I'm gonna go to his locker. I'm gonna get that medallion. We want our hands on it. 2665. That's his locker combo. So it is. It's absolutely, but for a medallion, is all we've got to go on right now. We caught him red-handed. He also said that he will tell Christy Lane. So we have to kind of take him at his word. It's still very late at night. Jacques, where's your locker, my boy? 665. All right. Let's see. 665. Medallion. Let's go. He's also got other stuff. Let's see what else we got in here. Jacques, darling. I'm trying to be patient, but I cannot understand what is taking so long. My mother and father are traditional people and think it is highly unusual that you would ask me to marry you without demonstrating your commitment to me in any symbolic way. You know, I believe I believe that our love makes us richer than kings and queens, but I cannot live on hot dogs and mac and cheese forever. Speak for yourself. You said you had a plan. You said it would only take a couple of weeks, but it has been 2 months. I can't wait forever. Please don't make me give up on you. I remain your petit chou, mon petit chou, as he calls her. So we know that Isabel's real, which is good. What do we have here? Like, he's like, yeah, go ahead, pop into my locker, take whatever you like, poke around, look at my immigration papers, look at my love letters. Records indicate. Okay, so his visa is going to expire. Yikes. What else? Brochure about diamonds. Oh, and color and clarity. This is interesting. Diamonds are clear, right? Not so. Actually, when viewed under a special light, you can see that diamonds come in every color. What's more, the color of the diamond is the biggest factor in the price after carat and weight. The clearer or more colorless the diamond is, the more it's worth. Most diamonds have at least a hint of yellow or brown body. Others, called fancy diamonds, have blue, pink, purple, or red tint. If diamond does not have enough color to be called fancy, then it is graded in a scale of colors ranging from D through Z. D diamond is considered to be colorless. At the other end of the spectrum is Z. Okay.
That'd be a real thing.
Yeah, I think so too. I hadn't either, but that's what's so great about Nancy Drew, man. You learn so much.
Fancy.
Fancy diamond is more expensive. Okay. And the cut, we've got different cuts: round, emerald, heart, marquise, oval, pear, and princess. Still, not every diamond of the same shape looks the same. The two heart-shaped diamonds can appear very different. And you don't need to be a diamond expert to see that one may have more shape appeal than the other. Most popular are round. The ideal cut for a diamond is the one for which the diamond's proportions achieve the most brilliance. Okay, interesting. Diagram below shows what is considered the ideal cut in round brilliance according to the American ideal and the European ideal cut. The proportions given are relative to the girdle diameter. Okay. It's interesting. And why does he have this? Right? Another paintbrush.
He's very racist.
He can keep that one. So we've looked at his love letter.
Dexter's locker.
Yeah, we don't have a code for his though.
equipment.
And here's the medallion. Oh. Ooh.
Disc.
Ouch. Oh, someone must have knocked me out.
So, okay. So somebody knocked us out and somehow we're back in our room.
Headache headquarters. Nancy here.
Nancy, it's Jacques. What happened? Are you okay?
Thank you for your concern.
I don't really know what happened. I opened your locker like you said, and then it was lights out Nancy.
But you do have my medallion, right?
I think he knocked us out.
Can't look in my inventory, but I'm gonna go ahead and guess no.
It was the last thing I saw, but I sure don't have it now.
Oh la la, you can't be serious.
I'm sorry, Jacques. I know how important that medallion was to you.
This is too much. Oh la la. Unbelievable.
Thanks for your concern. I was literally knocked out and woke up in my room. He's more upset about the medallion. Kinda rude. What time is it? Noon. So it'll be midnight, I guess. But if he's calling, like we went and saw him, it was like in the morning. Oops. Not too terribly much. It's true. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. There's They try to abide by a certain set of standards, but yeah, it's gotta be daytime. It's
Thanks
Dexter's
for
shift.
coming down. I've been wanting to talk to you. How's your head? Did you slip or what?
Well, let's see. How much information are we willing to share with Dexter is the thing. We want to say that someone did this, or, oh, I'm feeling much better. I feel like we shouldn't share any information.
I'm feeling much better,
Better.
thanks. But what was it you wanted to talk to me about?
It's just that when I found you out cold in the basement and hauled you back to your room, I noticed all this red dirt on your shoes. I'm just curious where it came from.
Hmm.
Of course, he brought us
Alright.
back to our room. He's freaking jacked.
Yeah.
Lifted us up on one arm.
I've got you,
over the
Nancy.
shoulder.
Okay, so he wants to know about the red dirt on our shoes. Are we going to confess to him? We're going to say red dirt. Play dumb or just tell him straight up? Okay.
Mr. Egan, I confess. I found my way into the corridor that leads to the Queen's Tower. As you probably know, the dirt in that tunnel is very red. I hope you won't consider this trespassing.
Nope. If you must know, I'm impressed. Ezra Wickford set that secret door up so nobody would be able to find it. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with getting into that tower.
So we know
Ezra
he grew
told
up
me that
here.
if I could get through the secret door,
So.
he'd take me up to see the Queen's Tower. Finally, I got into the tunnel, and when I came out with that red dirt all over me, he laughed. He was actually proud of me.
That's an
Just try to relate to
amazing
him.
story,
I think that's
Mr.
better.
Egan. I'm glad
call.
you're not angry. I guess I'm just as curious as you once were.
I'd say you earned the right to check out the tower for yourself.
Sweet.
But you gotta get through that gate, right? There's an old skeleton key in the maintenance shed.
Yes.
Now that the storm's passed, you can go out and get it. But be
Yes.
careful. It's still dead cold
Okay.
out there.
We're gonna
Awesome.
go outside.
I mean, just getting that information though. He does want to share his childhood. It's clearly going a little deeper than we need, but
Where should
We
I
need the
look for
key,
the
so we'll
key
play
when I
along.
get to the shed?
Don't get lazy on me, Nancy. You don't expect me to tell you everything, do you?
all right. Rude, but you can say you're right. I don't know what
Mr.
came
Egan.
over me.
I don't know what came over me.
You're a trooper.
Thanks, Dexter. Okay, now we know that the storm is past though and we can go outside. I'm not going to talk to Lisa. We're just going to go right outside because we want that key. We want to get into the... We want to get through that gate. And it'll be a whole hubbub. So let's hop on out to the garden. Finally. Yes! Okay, we're finally outside. It's the first time we've been outside the entire game. He said it's at a garden, but this first thing we're seeing, or he says it's in a garden shed. But we're seeing this little house, which is clearly not. But let's poke around in here, see what we can find. Mess with these. See what the deal is. What else do we have in here? Whole kind of workbench. Oh, okay. So this is for the ski lift. Gonna snap a photo. That'll come in handy to us, clearly. Just gonna keep that pulled up for now.
Story.
Dexter does kind of
Yeah.
get a little into his old manism. Okay. So we have a little thing about the ski lift. Looks like some information. We have a little newspaper clipping here about Dexter. Not many of us are old enough to remember young Dexter Egan, the adopted son of old Daddy Chocobucks Ezra Wickford. Most of us who came to know Dexter, the boy who was lucky enough to grow up at Wickford Castle, as Vilas County's most famous juvenile delinquent. According to legend, it was Dexter's troublemaking that caused Wickford's disappearance from public life. Most of us have used his name as an example to our own children to frighten them into obedience. You don't want to turn out like Dexter Egan, do you? This is in the newspaper. We would ask a counterfeiter, convicted felon, bad egg. It's amazing that after 25 years in prison, I don't remember that part. Dexter Egan's release is coinciding with the grand reopening of Wickford Castle, now owned by the enterprising young Christy Lane. It's true. So Christy Lane is the gal who we're here for, obviously. And he was in prison for 25 years. We don't have any information as to why. Rumor has it that Egan is determined to straighten out his life, make up for past mistakes, but how? Will he become Wisconsin's next chocolate milk tycoon? When asked about his plans to reinvent himself, the ever-charming Dexter said no comment. Does this spell trouble for Violets County? Only time will tell. Or like gossip column is right. This is literally the Daily Telegraph. This is just straight up front page news. Oh, look at April 30th is the date.
Definitely gossip.
It's pretty. That's kind of messed up. Just in the local paper. What else is in here? So we do need to ask him about this. Yes. Okay, we got the key. We got the key. Maybe he did say this is where it was, not in the garden. I thought he'd said garden, but he did say skeleton key, and that sure as heck a skeleton. We're gonna hold on to that. See what else there is to see in here. Telescope. Cool. We know that we got that little paper kind of showed us. There's a sled. There's a hose. A ski lift.
No,
Ziffy Whomper. Toboggan.
Oh, right. Flyer.
Flynn.
Flyers.
Flyer.
The
Okay.
Dexter sled.
That was probably
Dexter
his
doesn't
back in
need
the
a
day. He just lays down.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we can come on back out here. We do have I took a photo of the levels that it showed where our skis will go to. We got our key. I really thought he'd said something. There's more to see out here, but guess what? We have the key. That's what we came here for. Let's go check it out. See what else we can find. So, we need to run it in reverse. We need to get the elevator out of our way. That means we gotta take it to the top floor. Back through the library. Hopefully not get stuck again. It'll be a constant fear for the rest of the game that the elevator is gonna stop on us. Okay. Got the elevator called up. We're gonna do this. I can't even count how many more times throughout the game. It's the only way to get back through to kind of that little secret room with the prison walls. But now at least we have a key. Nope. We go to the first floor when you go to the library. We're gonna go through the library, through the vents. Once again, we all know the drill now. Everybody say it with me. 3 star 7 2. Do this a million more times. If we mess around or if you click too far away and you just kind of let it run, he will. So we got to make sure, unless we do want to do it for funsies. Go back through the vent. Back behind the elevator. And now we have a key. That's what we've been waiting for the whole time. Oh yeah, we gotta do this too. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Here we go. That was so killer the last time. 3. I was going 3, 2. So 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 5. Uh-oh, 2, 6. 2, 6, 5. 2, 6, 5, 3. 2, 6, 5, 4. 6, 5, 1.
3.
3.
Yeah.
Yes, 4. Had to be right eventually. Okay, nice job. Okay. We have our key. We're actually finally going to be able to make it through the... What the heck? Dude. There we go. Okay. Yeah! Okay. We know we can't step across this. Oh, let's see if it'll make me. Okay. So we can see we need to make like a little bridge type of deal here. If you just try to step across it, you'll fall into the pit of death. We have this on the wall. Oh, those are alchemy symbols. That's funny. Obviously, I guess Curse of Blackmore Manor is a reference to this, but these symbols come up in that game as well. I'll tell you right now, these symbols aren't going to matter for us. We're worried about these heights. You see kind of the pattern this makes. And then on this opposite wall, we have these shackles, chains kind of thing. So another classic Nancy Drew type of puzzle where one affects the other. Exactly right. How those were. So we want our ends to be the longest. Second in to be middle. Boom. Boom. And we have a bridge. Okay, this is a big deal. We're gonna save. We're making nice progress here. I'm in a constant state of worry that the game will glitch and we'll lose everything. So you always gotta save. Absolutely. It's happened at really inopportune times too. Okay. Now we're in business. We're in the castle. We're going to explore. Weepy. We've got some stairs here that we can follow up. And then the stairs looks like it receded into the wall. But we do have a little... What else do we have here? We have a little dungeon.
Looks like some kind of prison.
Yikes. Thought we were already in a prison. And we've got a little kind of board game here. Another quintessential Nancy Drew type puzzle. It's just like the Bard bounce in Secret of the Old Clock. So we can tell here that our objective is going to be to get these tokens into their matching elements. Just trying to take a look here and see what might make sense. Because odds are, if we don't do it, if we mess up one thing, you're just going to have to restart the whole thing. It looks like these are little kind of stoppers, so we know that they won't slide all the way into the corners there. So what I'm thinking here... Okay. We're going to want something to stop us here. I might just start clicking around. That's what I would usually do. If I wasn't streaming, showing people, I would just be clicking like crazy. But I'm trying to be a little bit strategic. I think I might just go for it. Seeing my best bet here and what I'm like to think about, what's going to be the last? What's going to be the token that needs the least amount of help from the others, or the position that I can put them in that one can kind of fall into place last. This one's funky. Okay, so I can see that this column or this row and this column, thanks, they're gonna line up. Thanks. Do you see? Well, I'll point this to Alex. So Alex is out of the room for a moment. So do you remember in Secret of the Old Clock, there was that game in the parlor, and at the end it says keen. It pops down with the word keen when you solve it, and you have to kind of pop these tokens to line up with, obviously, their match. I'm just gonna go for it. My guess is that we're gonna go a little something like this. We're gonna want to double here. Do something like this. See how we've got now 2 at the top. What I'm thinking to see all these faces, the different animals. Yep. They clearly got to match up and go into their own. Go to your home, right? So we want him on him.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Hold up. Yeah. Oh, but how the heck are we gonna get this guy in here then? I can get 2. I'm pretty confident on 2. Like that. But now we have to get this guy. Oh, duh. Easy. Okay, that didn't require as much as we would have thought. And now you can hear, so what you didn't see is that the staircase, we started up this staircase on the wall, and there was a few steps not popped out. That clearly, we could hear those stones moving. That means that we just made that work. Sometimes it's worth putting a little forethought. Sometimes it's worth just clicking. That one, fortunately, wasn't too crazy difficult. So these weren't pulled out in the first place, and now they are. Now we're going to the tower. Okay. Party in the tower. Gold. I love gold. Look at this. Look at that. So... There's a few puzzles in here. So we made it to the Queen's Tower. It's funny, it doesn't start that way, but then it's like, yeah, puzzle insanity. So we've made it to the Queen's Tower, clearly. You can look at the ground
Looks like
here.
a keyhole of some sorts.
Thank you, Nancy. Keyhole in the ground. We've got a portrait of Marie. And then we just saw this. This is like where all of the classic kind of puzzles started. So this is going to be tedious. I don't feel like this will be quite as fun viewing. But clearly, we just need to make the pieces line up. Clearly, there's a border. It's just a straight up puzzle. Like, puzzle in the most generic sense of the word. I was fairly certain that we could turn these pieces, though. Usually you can right-click to turn, because there's no way. Oh, yeah, there they are. So you got to do it at the corner? Hold up. Wow, that's not super... There you go. Okay. Wow, funky. Okay, you got to do it on a left corner. My headset. There we go. Thank you, Dylan.
Hopefully
Our
that's
mod,
better.
always on point. So what we're going to do here is just kind of use our context clues. See these little nubs at the bottom?
Nubbins.
Little nubbins. We're going to use those to our avantage.
Oh, fine.
The lines will help us. The little nubbins will help us. And we only have 2. Not 100 on this. There's only these big corner pieces. You know what? I actually think I'm gonna reverse that decision. I'm gonna say those go in the upper. Oh, we're both. Thank you, Dylan. Let's get this back over. How's that?
Oh, wait.
I'm gonna mess with the volume here for a moment. The gist of this puzzle, though, is just using your context clues and making all these leaves line up. It's not that difficult. It just takes a little time. No. Okay. So we've got these leaves lined up. We have some more of these little nubs at the bottom. Nope. Let's try this one here. I remember doing this the first time, and it took hours. I'm sure Cassidy can attest. Okay. My guess is that these are going... Yeah. See how much nicer that corner looks? 100% that's correct. Oops. Yep. Top's gotta be the thin lines. I'm gonna guess these thick lines are gonna be on our sides. Well. That might not be right. I'll just keep trucking. Dang. Where's my last nub? We can at least get this right. Okay, yeah, thin line along the top, 100%. Look how much cleaner that looks. Yep. Not there, though. That's not right. It's not right either. Let me keep trying here. Yeah, hold up. But look how nicely that lines up, right? Like this section.
That one does go above.
Yeah, above is clearly wrong. Yeah, it must be. Has to be. But maybe then the corners are wrong. Hold up, maybe the corners are wrong. Getting your corner pieces is always going to serve you better. Okay. Yeah.
The puzzles.
Yeah, heavy puzzle. Real puzzles. Yeah, okay, this makes significantly more sense. So we're gonna go thick lines at the top. Okay. It's a basic idea. It's clearly not correct, but I think we have the gist. We're just gonna kind of mess with it for now. Clearly.
Wait. Oh, yeah,
Okay, it's
the
just our
leaves
middles
anymore.
now. Yes, good call.
Wait,
No.
switch it back.
No. Oh yeah, this one has to. Oh,
so
oh
good.
no, it's right here. It's right here. It's something with this. Okay. I don't think the corner switch. I'm really confident. Yes, there we go. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. Now we get a journal. That was nice. Okay. That was a big deal. And also you can tell because the music changed. You know, you did good. Hell yeah. That was a big deal. That was a really big deal. Whatever we just opened here in the Queen's Tower. We just kind of trucked right up to it too. But now we know that there's still some puzzle left. We have this thing on the ground that Nancy says looks like a keyhole. We got the portrait of Marie. It's like one of the most famous of her portraits. That was nice. Oh yeah, we should see what this little button does. What do it do? So just like the sound that we heard when we got the stairs to come out, this sounds like it's making the stairs retract. Let's take a look. Is it? Yep, okay. See, so there was stairs there.
We're trapped.
We're just gonna go back and press it again. Hopefully it works in reverse as well. Hopefully they figured that out. Cool. Cool. Okay, sweet. We're back down to the bottom. We have a notebook. We were able to solve a puzzle. Things are all coming up fancy. That was great. Dead end on this side, so we know that the only thing you can get to see in here is that tower. Let me make sure. Sweep, sweep, squealy weep. Oh yeah, because we could see that this is just kind of a little off limits area, I guess. Go back over our little bridge. That was awesome. That was a lot of action, honestly. Nice. Okay. So we can head back out now. We've got this journal that we need to keep safe. Hopefully not get boinked in the head again. That didn't help. Anybody? Go back and talk to Dexter, because obviously Dexter, low-key, is a bit of a confidant now. He's the one who told us how to get in there. And got us the key. Oh, is it too late? Maybe Lisa's just not here. See if Dexter's around. Yep.
Hey there, Nancy.
We gotta cross the big bit. We don't say that. Where are the holes? Yeah, that's what we want to know.
Why are those holes in the crest on the floor of the tower room?
I can help you, but we shouldn't talk about it now. Not here. Call me later.
You just call it like the operator from your room. Okay, we already asked that. We don't worry about the
Okay.
pit. We already
See ya,
solved
Mr.
that
Egan.
puzzle.
You're a trooper.
So clearly he doesn't want people listening. So we'll just...
Isn't that worse? I don't
I know, it seems like you're still going to be standing here saying the same
in
things.
the same spot.
I guess they just won't be able to hear our side of the story. Let's call him. I don't know if this is later enough, but we can sure give it a shot. Let's see what Dexter has to say. Operator? Yes, Dexter, please.
This is Dexter.
It's Nancy, hoping you can help me now. But why the sudden
Now we can
hush-hush?
talk about it.
Do you
30
smell
seconds.
a
You
rat?
smell a rat, Dexter?
The information you request is highly sensitive, young lady. That's top secret in case you were wondering. Now, I've been around the block a few times, and if there's one thing I've learned, it's that you can't be too careful.
Okay.
If you want answers, we do it my way, see?
Love all the old school. We got the hush hush and the jogging.
Sure thing, Mr. Egan. I just hope the phone's not bugged.
All right, just give me the question.
Okay, cool. We don't really care about the hanging chains because we got across the pit. We're really caught up on asking about things we've already accomplished. What's up with the holes in the floor? That's
What's
what
up
we
with
want to
those
know.
holes in the crest on the floor of the tower room?
I've always wondered that myself. Seems like something's missing from the crest. Like different objects should fit in those holes, but I don't know what. What other questions do you got?
That's all we really needed. We're across the pit, but
I think that's it for now.
at least
Thanks,
that puts us a step
Dexter.
closer. All right. Thank you, Dexter.
I can't believe that's the whole reason. He gave it call.
Like you couldn't
He
just say.
he made it
They
sound
need
like
to
he had
add-
definite information. It's like, I don't know.
He might have been able to help with the pit one more, but you got to add the allure of that there might be a rat. So I made it early so we can go talk to Hotchkiss. We haven't talked to her in a little bit, and we can also then pop back into her room, which might come in handy. Just go. Okay. She's holding office hours. She is. What up, B?
Hello, my fellow night owl. Or perhaps I should say hoot hoot. Ooh. Did you find anything of interest in my room?
She.
Definitely.
I think your Golden Girls
Or,
was
not
spot on.
I did pop in there, though interesting doesn't begin to describe the place. Would you mind if I went back another time?
Of course not. Pop in all you like, just not when I'm working.
Hmm.
really particular. On
Okay. So I feel like this is a choice on our part, but she seems fairly trustworthy as well, obviously, because she's letting us go in her room. So that journal we found the puzzle we just solved with the golden leaves, we think that it's clearly important. We are not even able to open it and see what's inside, but
I found
the only way
something
we're
that I
going to
think
make any
you'll be
progress
very
with it is to talk
interested
to her
in.
about it.
It seems to be some kind of journal. I think it was written by Marie Antoinette herself.
What? Let me see that. This is it. I've been trying to track this down for 15 years. Where on earth did you find it?
Do tell it.
We only have one.
No, there's two.
Oh.
She's going to cut us off either way. Look at the end of each sentence. It doesn't really matter, I don't think.
We should just be honest with her. Just tell her. Yeah.
Well, it's a long story, but I happened to find a way into the Queen's Tower, where I happened to find a secret compartment. I think this must be what the vandal was after.
Nancy, I must warn you. I'll wrestle you for this if I have to, and it won't be pretty.
Yes. Let's do it.
I like this.
I'm sure physical combat won't be
Physical
necessary,
combat.
Professor. I'm glad to help
We
you.
would
with
beat
your
her
work,
ass.
but
It
I
wouldn't
need
even
your
be
assistance
close.
in return. You're fluent in French, aren't you?
Absolutely, I'll get to work on it right away.
Yeah.
I'll have the translation ready in my room for you this time tomorrow. Until then, I mustn't be disturbed.
She's so busy all the time.
Unfortunately, I did want to go back into her room, but now she's back. Well, she just went back to her room to start working. Oh, 6. That was a 3-hour conversation we had with her, apparently. That's fine.
She's very busy.
Until then, I guess we should just go to sleep. She said this time tomorrow. We really need to know what's in there, and we also need to go back in her room. Let's see here. All right. Reasonable time. Rest of the world will be awake. We can go talk to Schmexter again. Or see if Lisa's around. Or Jacques. We haven't actually talked to him in person since we got... Oh yeah, she's in her room working. That's good though. She's probably working on that translation. So we'll let her be for now. Well, since it's just Cass and Dylan now, Cass was saying she wants to see this one called Stay Tuned for Danger Next, which is another like fairly tough game, but it's set in New York and it's all like TV. No, we haven't played it yet. It's like the second game ever. I do have it. I have every game. It's a fun one. It's difficult
Hi there,
though,
how's
too.
it going?
I'll let
Nothing
you get
from
back to your
Lisa.
magazine.
Keep me
Um,
posted.
All of these older games, there's a little, like, there's a couple that are kind of short, but generally, you kind of got to be paying attention. Like, there's a lot of little
Hey there,
tidbits
Nancy.
throughout that are difficult. We don't need
Okay.
to hit.
See ya, Mr. Egan.
Okay.
Goodbye.
We have nothing to say to 2 out of 4 people so far. We know Hotchkiss is working on the translation. Nothing from Dexter, nothing from Lisa. We're going to go talk to Jacques. Otherwise, we might have to start getting creative here. Unless we just want to go ahead and make it 3 a.m. She said her translation would be finished for us. Let's see if Jacques' around. Jacques?
Nancy, I still cannot believe you lost my medallion. How could you have been so careless?
Honestly, bro,
Really?
and zero concern for the fact that we were knocked out, woke up in our bed.
We got hit in the head.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly
I
careless,
wasn't
bro.
exactly careless, you know, and I didn't lose your medallion.
That's right, Nancy.
either. But I don't have it. Where were you
knocked out by a
anyway?
Gilmore
Weren't you supposed to meet me?
When I showed up, you were having a catnap on the floor. Ugh, I will be ruined by you American
Okay.
women.
Cat nap?
And also, they said that Dexter's the one who took us back to our room, so he came in, clearly, saw us, was like, oh, this idiot, went and told Dexter, didn't do anything. There we go.
Guess you'd better stay away from me
Oh.
then. Goodbye.
Au revoir, little Miss Nightmare.
It's like really.
Pretty offensive, pretty rude. What goes around comes around, Jacques. Hopefully, he gets his, and we keep his
He's
medallion.
mad at us. Then.
Yeah.
Took
Pretty
it
much
as
that's
more
it.
of a nap than something.
Right, and I'm confused. It's like, do you not believe us,
Dylan
or
said he's seated it, calling it.
I like a guess. I like.
Green shirt on him. Wait.
Everybody's shirts are really tight.
Socks?
Oh, here we go. We got the ski lift moving. I was just messing with these. See, sometimes we're. Oh,
For crying out loud. Didn't you read the keep away, employees
Oh.
only sign?
oh, he's mad at us now. Sorry,
He's been mad at us.
most people are mad at us. It was an accident. Sorry.
It was an accident, Mr. Egan. I bumped the levers, and suddenly all those gears just started
He's gonna make a
turning.
second chance right now.
Look, this isn't a playground. And I have a job to do. Mess with the ski lift again, and I'll send you packing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No.
no.
One more time and we're in trouble. Okay, well, fine. That's fine, honestly. I thought we were gonna
I
get
think
kicked out right now.
Dexter's depressed.
Clearly.
Never.
Yeah, he's in a bad mood a lot. Even though we've done nothing but help him and be nice to him. What's this emoji? Oh, it's the shush. Okay.
It's the shock.
It's
emoji,
the suck.
not the judge.
Alright. I don't think we have much else going on in our room at the moment. This had our locker code. We couldn't get in there. I think we just go to sleep and make it morning so we can see about that translation, because I'm very curious about what Marie Antoinette's journal says. It's kind of like a high point for this entire thing. I think she said 3 a.m. Here we go. All right. Professor! Oh, Professor! See what she's got for us. Yeah.
I'm so glad you stopped by. I've translated the entire journal. It's fabulous! And as an added bonus, it includes Marie's official decoder, something no one else has ever found before.
Cool.
See you soon.
So I think that
Righto.
is our cue to go ahead and head back to her room so we can check out the translation, which is so exciting. So let's go figure out what Marie Antoinette's missing journal says. That's one of the reasons this game was so cool, because like the true historical facts tied in and things. I need to knock. This game was incredible. Okay, here it is. My husband is like an impossible child. I still cannot believe Louis bought me this tiara when the French economy is in so much trouble. I told him I did not want it. What does he expect me to do with it? I cannot wear it. The people hate me already. They call me Madame Deficit. Oof. As the country's debt were all my fault. I wish I could sell it and return the money to France, but this would embarrass Louis publicly now. If he and I are divided, the mob will erupt. They'll overthrow the monarchy in no time, and we'll find ourselves kneeling at the guillotine. This is the translated journal now. For all our viewers, do we like when I read what these things say, or not so much? You can clearly read it yourself. Let me know if that's helpful or not helpful. Usually when Alex and I are playing, I'll read things out loud. But if it's not helpful, you all can clearly read faster than I can read it out loud. But if we were just playing and it was just me and Al, I'd be reading it out loud. So it says she's thought of a plan. She'll have the tiara dismantled. There's a dear old jeweler, Claude M., in a village near Rochemont, who will do it for me. I trust him with my life. Once the stones are removed, Claude will make the ruby, the emerald, and the sapphire into ornamental medallions. Okay. Wildly important medallions. These I will scatter across the continent. The diamond is worth untold millions and must be returned to the French people, but not now, not while the country is tearing itself apart. I will hide it as carefully as I would hide the key to my soul, so that it will not be discovered for generations. Someday, when the medallions are brought back together and my message is decoded, the diamond will be found. Cool. This is very helpful. It will take an extraordinary person, and I don't believe it will happen until the wounds of this revolution have healed and the history has wrought a new, more rational French order of some kind. Finally, the people's wealth is returned to them. This diamond of misery will be restored to its magnificent beauty. Tomorrow I'll have my portrait painted by the great Marcel Bonnet. I've announced I will not wear the tiara. Louis is furious. He does not even know that that the wretched crown is no longer exists. I have sent the emerald medallion to Vienna to my dear cousin, the Baroness Helga von Hasseldorf, which we saw that letter from that Hotchkiss. So we're knowing, okay, Hotchkiss has the emerald one. She had that letter that talked about her friend giving it to her. As a token of my affection, the ruby and the sapphire remain in my secret compartment where I keep this journal, but I'll soon decide where to send them. And in January, my own court speaks viciously of me, and I feel terribly alone. I only hope that someday, years from now, my actions will be better understood. And if you are reading this, you'll know that my honor shall be blue, our courage shall be red, and your loyalty shall be green. I wish you well, weary traveler. We're going to go ahead and take a picture of that. Although loyalty would usually be blue, right? Like, think about that. Courage, red, honor. I guess honor can be whatever, but I would have thought honor, green. Nonetheless, honor is blue, courage is red, loyalty is green. That's going to be key for us. I think that's the only things from this that we can read right now. And we have a new piece of
It
paper.
looks like some sort of decoder.
Nice.
Each of these symbols stands for a certain word.
Squealy whoop. Get a little picture. Okay. So we know that loyalty. Hold up. That's interesting. So only some of these words are what we were just reading about. Loyalty is here. So loyalty is the fleur-de-lis. We know that loyalty. Just took a picture of that in her notes. Loyalty. Yeah, I think you're right. And loyalty is green. Okay, loyalty is green is the fleur-de-lis. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my notes because we know that's going to come in handy. So we'll go loyalty, green, the fleur. Got it. The diamond is just like a diamond. We've got heart, terror, to escape, rose, kiss, guilty, spy, king, queen, and purple. Okay. This will help us. Oh, there's more. There's more. Hold up. Hold up. What else did we have here? Honor is blue. Honor is like the little U-shaped one. We're going to make a note of that. Honor, U-shape, and it's blue. And courage. Courage is red. Yeah, I'll do like M/T kind of shape. Okay. That'll help us out. Sounds like the monitor or the modem. Definitely.
Something's random.
Something is waddling. Okay. And we've been charging this battery. Pop it back on here.
Testing. Can anyone hear me? Hotch kiss to Earth. Come in, Earth.
So we've been charging this.
Okay, I think we're rolling. Now,
We've already
let's
seen
get
this
a
part,
look at
though.
these hallways. So rich in detail. You'd never know this place was built in 1920. It's all so 18th C. Oh, and there's Marie.
This is what you missed the first time.
Close to
So
her, just being
saw this one.
here. It's as if her spirit is in the air, sweet as the smell of fried chicken.
Is it really gonna do that? Oh, we already saw this. Okay. It cut it off the last time too, but then we charged this battery, so I would have thought we'd be able to come back. We were already past the second the second scene, but it's fine. We'll just pop that back on there. Check out nothing new in her briefcase. We were mostly up here obviously to translate that. Oh, but what would you look at what we have here?
How did that go?
The blue medallion. That's Jacques' medallion. That's the one that we were looking at before we got smacked in the head, and we just found it in her room. I'm not giving it back to him. So rude. But okay, so that's our first medallion. That's a big deal right now. We truly needed that. We should probably go confront her about it. But she also translated the journal for us, so it's a little bit of a catch-22.
Hello there. Oh, it's so exciting about your discovery. I wonder what it will lead to.
I mean, if we just found this in her room and that's when it went missing, there's not a lot of other options. Check this out.
I saw a letter on your desk from your friend, the Baroness von Hanseldorf. And I'm just wondering, did the medallion she gave you have a blue stone in it by any chance?
Heavens no! Where did you hear such a thing? My medallion had a green stone in it. Anything else would be a mere imposter, a flaming faker, do you hear me?
So, exactly. So now I'm confused because we found this one in her room. She says, no, mine has a green stone. So we don't even get to confront her about it.
What do you think of
But now
Lisa
we get to ask her what she
Ostrom?
thinks of that other gal.
Leslie, yes, oh, a real dynamo, but... oh, I told Chester that I would not require any maid service during my stay. I don't know why she didn't get the message.
So that tells me that she's been in her room, right?
Yeah.
See you soon.
Also, sus.
Righto!
Also, she knocked us
Right, and we don't even get to address it. I think it's weird that you don't get to be like, hey, where'd you get this one that I just found in your room? Also, if you gave me a room key, pretty much everything's fair game at that point. Okay, we're gonna go to
out. She
bed.
basically invited us.
Pretty much. Sleep in a little bit. See what's up. We'll see what's up. Squealy whip, 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 squealy whip.
Hi
Lisa?
there, how's it going?
I'll let you get back to your
Lisa?
magazine.
We've gotten much of them.
Stay warm.
No. Ever since we kind of were like, hey, what are all these IDs? She was kind of wrote it off. That's
Hey there, Nancy.
Her. No questions about
Okay.
it.
See ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
Maybe I just have to say that to get it past that prompt, though. Even though we've already made it across the pit. That puzzle wasn't very hard, though. You know, the little chains. Let's see though if Jacques has anything to say. We do have his medallion. I don't think we should give it back. I think it's ours now. Oh, he's not even here. Perfect.
Jacques must be gone.
Must be. I'm a medallion now. But now we're at a crossroads. Is that okay? What's going on? Hold up. There we go. Okay. Just shrink my screen back. Okay. Well, we can make some phone calls. We could try to talk to Hotchkiss again in the morning, but I don't feel like she's gonna have anything else for us right now. We know that we're looking for medallions. We know that those little notches in the floor line up to the words that were in the journal. We know it does. So in her journal, in Marie Antoinette's journal, she talked about loyalty being green, honor being blue, and courage being red. And then we had the little visual translations thing. We need all. I mean, maybe we can put them up there, but I'd prefer just to keep checking. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. Maybe he's just not there at noon. We could make it a little later in the day and see if he's around.
I need to talk to you.
We can also make a call. So we have the option call our phone contacts, but I don't think it's totally necessary yet. I usually try to save that unless I'm in a pickle, but sometimes. Nice nap. I mean, we're up all hours of the night, just kind of running around. Hotchkiss is working. I feel like we should say the pit thing to Dexter just to kind of get it off the table, just in case.
Hey there, Nancy.
I'm trying to get.
We don't need it necessarily.
But I can't get across that big pit.
I can help you, but we shouldn't talk about it now. Not here.
Oh.
Call me later.
Okay.
I don't even
See ya,
need that,
Mr.
though.
Egan.
Call me
Bye.
in 5 seconds.
Go up to your
I'll be
room,
here.
call me. Everybody who's around will continue to be around. Let's pop back down, see if Jacques is back. Okay. Jacques back.
Look, keep the stupid medallion. It's yours.
Oh, now it's
Perfect.
stupid, and he didn't care
Perfect.
at all.
Honestly, couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Thank you. We're gonna get in trouble if we do that thing again. I don't think there's anything else out here to see. I feel like I might just be missing like one thing that's happened sometimes. Okay. We've checked out the workbench. We've seen the smear campaign on Dexter, which we didn't get to ask him about. Thought that was kind of funny. Axe, lathe, some saws, oil coaster. This we know. Okay.
What do we do?
Might.
Oh, he also did. Oh,
But that was about the pit. That was we didn't really need that. We've already crossed that. But
like, do we need to do that? Just to
maybe
have it.
to get it off the table. What we could do too is go back and look around the library a little bit. Let's see. Let's go.
It's locked.
Back in. See if there's anything else in
And the code?
char 72. Okay. I know there is more going on in here that we have not yet finished, so maybe it's worth poking around a little bit. We looked at this book, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Hole in the wall. Got a photo of Marie. And that's clearly in the tower where we just were. It's the gold leaves, which is cool. Okay. That's cool that we even get to see it. We got... Oh, we haven't seen this book yet. True Stories Behind Famous Portraits. Yes. One of the great portraits painted by Marcel Bonnet during his career. None has fueled more controversy and gossip than his portrait of Marie Antoinette, which was completed only 9 months before the revolution broke out. It all began when King Louis XVI, Marie's husband, commissioned the opulent jeweled tiara for her birthday. So we've been hearing about the tiara. Set in the tiara were a ruby, an emerald, a sapphire, and a 52-carat diamond bigger than any diamond ever before worn by French royalty. Marie was horrified by the tiara's extravagance and refused to wear it. It is even rumored that she referred to it as my crown of ruination. Though no one knew what she meant by this. When it came time to have her portrait painted by the master Bonnet, Marie insisted on posing away from the palace at Versailles in the tower room of the Chateau Rochemont, which is now here in Wisconsin, where she often visited to escape the growing turmoil in Paris. Further, the queen refused to be painted wearing the tiara. King Louis was furious, but Marie would not budge. She chose to ornament herself with a purple rose instead, not just a flower, but a symbol of her willful defiance of her husband's wishes. When the portrait was finished, she gave it to the Rochemonts in appreciation of their loyal friendship. Shortly thereafter, the revolution erupted in full. When Marie Antoinette and her husband were arrested, the queen refused to reveal the whereabouts of the tiara. Even after her execution, neither the tiara nor the magnificent jewels it contained were ever found. To this day, speculation and heated debate continues about whether or what became of the crown of ruination. The painting is now in the hands of a private American collector. So I think we're led to believe that that's the painting.
Yeah.
She obviously talked about the jewels in her diary there. We know they were made into medallions. We definitely missed that the first time. So it's always worth going back and reviewing areas that you've already been in before. We know there's this little puzzle up here, but we haven't been able to do anything with it yet. We haven't been given any sort of numbers. Not yet. Just keep an eye out on that one. Oh, but there is this. Oh, nice. Okay, so 90 popped it open. Nice. Okay, and this gives us negative 15, 10, negative 5. Snap a little photo.
So you're just trying that?
Yeah, there was no sequence, there was nothing on it. I just was seeing that you could pull those, and so I did. Yeah. And I don't know how you're supposed to find that out.
Just keep trying.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that gave us...
That told us now what the coordinates are that we need to use for that. Oops. Here. There we go. Okay. Negative 15, 10, negative 5. Let's go. Negative 15. Can you squeeze? Negative 15, 10, regular 10. Negative 5.
Okay.
Negative 5. Okay. That really helped. Yeah, that was good. Let's see what we can do. Clearly opened a door. But what door? Where could there even be a door?
We don't know. We should call Dex.
You would know. Open this little room for us. What is up, everybody? We're not gonna be able to see anything in here until we can light this. Shoot. Oh, there's a lighter, thank God. Zippo. Turn it on. Let's party. Okay. It also revealed a key. Awesome. In the candle. Wouldn't that be cool? Isn't that a smart thing to do? It's so smart. That's where you should keep like a spare key outside. Just leave a candle. You have to melt
in
it.
Your candle. Like, hopefully nobody lights this candle while they're trying to figure out how to
This is gonna take a long time to get
Yeah.
to if I get locked out. Okay, so we found a little secret desk area. The castle's been empty for many years now. These hallways just echo in vain. And oh, how I miss you, my one-time son. My anger's dissolved into pain. I still don't know why you pilfered my wallet. The money could hardly have mattered. That $50 I'd have given you twice, but instead my poor heart you shattered. If only I could find you, we'd patch it all up, talk through it as dad and son should. Perhaps you meant only to test my love. Perhaps you felt misunderstood. I want you to know that your old man forgives you. Old bygones are bygone with me, so I've left you one keepsake to remember me by. He'll sure be delighted to see. Go out to the garden, my old thinking spot, my refuge in hours of dread. Your luck charm is stashed where no stranger would look, in the back of my old troubled head. So this is goodbye, dear Dexter, farewell. You offered me much needed joy, and I'll never forget all the laughter you brought me, my darling young rascally boy. Oh, that's so sad. So he's telling us to go out to his garden. He's thinking Spotty's left something for him there. It was really sad though, because clearly, so Dexter was adopted, and we know that he went to jail and he caused a lot of trouble for this Ezra Wickford, the dad who took over this castle.
Well, that's why he's jacked.
Yeah, it's out of
Hmm?
sadness, Jack. Okay. Is that all that's in here? No, it looks like we've got a little bug collection. Check this out.
That's really
Yeah. Oh, they're all named. I was like, that's not the bug's name. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta. Okay, cool. Butterflies. We got the note. We got the key. Anything else? Yeah, it looks like there's a little bookshelf here. When he was good, he was very good. So it's all stuff about Dexter, a certificate of service, and a Castle Boy wins spelling bee. Oh, look at it's Dexter winning his best attendance award. Look at him.
he's still ripped. Still a track star.
Father's Day certificate of merit. Okay, cute. And then there's another book. When he was bad, he was horrid. It's just all of the bad things that he did. Look at this. Dexter was caught on school grounds last night throwing rocks through the gymnasium windows. This is the second time he's been caught attempting to destroy school property. We fear Dexter has become a danger to himself and others. We have no choice but to expel him. Oh. And then a letter saying he's sorry that he stole $50 from his dad. Oh. Oh, phony checks. He was convicted for that. Dear Ezra, I've changed your will according to the directions you gave me in our meeting. In the event of your death, Dexter will have no recourse to inherit Wickford Castle or any of your estate or financial holdings. Further, he will be unable to claim any association or capitalize upon your name or reputation. Oh, that's so sad. And he keeps this in like a scrapbook. Isn't that kind of weird? He's saying he'd rather, and he wrote a note, he'd rather see it burn than see Dexter get it. Oh, that's so sad. Dexter, when it rains, it pours. Yikes.
It's a great saying.
Yikes. But he has his good book too, The Sun of My Life. Sun, S-U-N. Oh, so sad. So this is clearly his dad's kind of like secret office. I think we've seen all we can see here, and we got the key. Skeleton key, which is great. Oh! I think it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, what's in here? Paper? It's alright. Okay. We need to get back outside because we got this key and he said to go to his thinking spot, which was in the garden, and we know the garden. It's got to be outside here somewhere. So we've got a little task ahead of us. He said he left something that Dexter that was like,
Maybe I should try during the
oh,
day.
dang it. The Dexter was rather fond of out there, so we gotta make it daytime. So let's go back to our room and go to sleep for a little bit. Nancy's sleep schedule's gotta be so fucked, man. She's like, she's up at 3 a.m. talking to Professor Hotchkiss. Yeah, it's true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Can't be there until 6 p.m. Let me sleep.
Let me
from
just go to sleep.
11 in the morning to 6 p.m. and then
I'm gonna have gnarly jet lag every time so she just sleeps through it. Let's see what kind of damage we can do here. Okay. First things first. Make it daytime. Let's go to sleep. Hey, everybody, sleepy. 8 a.m.
oh, that's decent.
That was a normal. That was actually a normal sleep for Nancy. Also, how many days has she been here now? Like, the cabin fever's got to be setting in. Just constantly going to sleep, waking up, talking to Professor Hotchkiss at 3 in the morning. We're gonna see though, because we're actually really trucking.
We don't go
I will say.
outside a lot.
No. Well, there was a snowstorm at the beginning. We couldn't do anything. Now we're gonna see what we can find in this garden. It's still really snowy though, so not sure what's all gonna be visible. Okay, here we are. Ah, back outside. Awesome. Don't want to go in you. We need the garden. Oh. It is very shining house. How the frick? Okay, I might need to talk to Dexter. I thought I would just be able to come out here. Clearly the garden has to be outside, but it's not giving me any sort of recourse to find it. That's what he said. It was that in his diary up there.
In Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's not going to do very well, huh? Okay. Let's go talk to Dexter. Ask about the garden. Ask about all his truancy and forging of checks. Dexter?
Hey there, Nancy.
So, did you grow up around here?
You could say that.
Did you know the original owner, Ezra Wickford, when he lived here?
You could say that.
I know. It's funny because we know. Why would I be asking if I didn't know, Dexter?
Did you know him well?
They call it the past for a reason, okay? Because it's over.
Ooh. I think I want to ask about the refuge
do you
first
know
in
if
case he doesn't
Ezra
like that other
Wickford had
question.
a place
Doesn't
where he
talk
liked
me
to go
anymore.
and think? Someplace he thought of as a refuge?
There was a private area of the garden. Yeah. The entrance was hidden, so no one could bother him there.
Were you
we go.
allowed to go out
Here
there?
we go.
Once in a while he'd bring me out there and teach me about his favorite flowers, but that was like 100 years ago.
Do you think I could go check it out?
Forget about it. There's nothing out there but dead weeds and crumbling
No,
statues.
there's not. It's just snow.
I don't want to press my luck with you, but I sure would like to see Ezra's private garden.
Please.
Could you tell me how to
Please.
find it?
It's nothing but wasteland out there.
Here we go.
If you're bent on tromping around in the cold, go left when you get
Yes,
outside,
yes.
away from the shed. Look for a wrought iron gate. You'll figure out the rest.
Also, how much is even out there? Like, could I not have found that just by going
Yeah,
outside?
Dexter.
You've been holding out on me, Mr. Egan.
Now we can
I
press
read
our
in
luck.
an old issue of the
Mr.
Daily
Egan.
Telegraph that you grew up here, right in this castle.
You ran track.
All
in this
right.
town.
I did live here for a few years, once upon a time. I was an orphan until Ezra Wickford came along and adopted me. But I left the castle when I was 16, and I never saw him again. That's the story, all right?
Oh. I thought they said something about him doing something at 18. I guess maybe he left before that. That's so sad.
But why did you leave?
Some things can't be explained, kid. It was a long time ago, and nothing can change it now.
Oh. Doesn't that make you sad?
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Bye, kiddo.
Grumpy. Yeah. That's sad. But
So Jack.
you couldn't think about anything but the iron. I feel bad for him. But also, how did he end up back here? Because the whole will thing, right, was like, oh, he's gonna have no access to any of your, name, image, likeness, whatever. To go left. Here we go. Here we go. This might have been tricky to find, actually, if you were just walking around.
Wrought iron gate.
This is a big medallion. My guess is gonna be that goes up. Alright, here we are in the snow-covered garden. Not much out here. He did say it was a wasteland. Still cool though, just to be outside, you know what I'm saying?
No
Just
wasteland.
enjoying it. Okay. We've got a bust. And this thing to mess with, clearly that's turning the bus, so we want to turn it once more to be able to access this lever. Nice. Nice. Okay. Locked box. We have this key that we found in his dad's desk. Let's go! 2 medallions in a bag. One more. We had blue, green, and red, so we just need the green, and Hotchkiss said she had the one that's the green.
It's locked.
Wasn't that kind of easy to get compared to the other one where we had to get literally knocked out? I'm happy with that. I'll take it. Is there anything else out here? Wickford Garden. Oh, loving memory of Eleanor Wickford. I wonder if that was the wife of Ezra Wickford, because it says that his adoption papers and the stuff for Dexter, like he was a kid, it looked like in like 1945. So Eleanor must have been the wife. And then obviously Ezra was his adopted father. Looks like it's the only thing out here. I do feel this is kind of an underutilized space, you know? So cool.
The wasteland.
It is a bit of a wasteland. He did warn us. Okay. We go tell Dexter. Thank you, Dexter, for letting us do this. For letting us come out here. Oh,
Look,
Jock,
keep the stupid medallion.
Still
It's
pissed.
yours.
stay mad, Jock. Stay mad. He never once offered any sort of condolence, apology, nothing. I have no qualms with taking his medallion. And now we have 2. We only need 1 more to start placing into those openings on the
Hey there, Nancy.
crest.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Dexter's been helping us out though. I'm feeling a little more sympathetic for him, knowing his background, knowing what he was dealing with. Lisa wasn't down there. Maybe yeah, she's still working. Maybe we take a little rest and see if we can't talk to Hotchkiss about getting her medallion, because we're getting down to it now. Yep, time for a nap. That's what I always say. Okay. Time for a little rest. Literally gonna go to sleep. He might have hopped on, I don't know. I told him to do it. Alright. Pop back down, see if Hotchkiss is around. See if she won't give us her medallion. Oh. What up?
Hi there, Nancy.
Do you know anything about a tiara that was given to Marie Antoinette?
The infamous tiara,
Cool.
of course. Oh, people thought Marie had this extravagant piece commissioned for herself, and they hated her for it. But really, it was her husband, King Louis XVI, who had it made for her birthday. Oh, she didn't want it, refused to wear it, and then,
I wonder if that part's true.
before the revolution broke out, the
Because
tiara
obviously they had like high parts for a
Was
story.
it ever found?
Oh, no.
It was never found. There were rumors that she had it destroyed, but no one has ever been able to prove this.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
Alright.
Well, now I'm a little bit concernedicus because I thought we'd be able to talk to her. Maybe we can raid her room again real quick and see if it's in there. Because we really need her medallion. That's gonna be the key for us now. It's just getting her green medallion. Fortunately, we still have her room key. Wouldn't that be convenient if we could just have everybody's room key all the time? It's like in White Wolf of Icicle Creek when you're the maid. Really helps out though. Really appreciate that. So we found the last one. Really need that.
Just the other one.
Oh, you know what we didn't actually get to finish was her.
Charged.
Yeah, let's see.
Testing. Can
This is just
anyone
starting
hear
from the
me?
same spot.
Hot kiss to Earth. Come in, Earth.
This one cuts
Oh,
out.
okay, I
and then
think-
the
I
next
think
one
we're
cuts out,
rolling.
and I thought we'd be able to see the video.
Now, let's get a look at these hallways.
Hmm.
So rich in detail. You'd never know this place was built in 1920. It's all
Sorry
so
for already seeing
18th
this.
C. Oh, and there's Marie. I feel so close to her, just being here. It's as if her spirit is in the air, sweet as the smell of fried chicken.
This is where the gasp is. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it.
This is the battery.
I know, and I just charged the battery. I wonder if we've seen all we can see from that. I thought we'd be able to finish the video, though. We're gonna pop this back on the charger and just leave it. Dang it.
We have to do something.
That's what I'm thinking, too. We need to do something to be able to access the last bit of that video. Definitely seen everything. At her desk. Pretty confident in that. Okay. Let's be realistic here. It does that sometimes. I just think we gotta be back at regular time of day. Okay. No. I've already read the magazine. I think we've accomplished everything in here we can do. See if anybody else is around. See if Jacques is willing to talk now. See if he's not upset about the whole medallion thing now. Okay. So we have 2 medallions. We want one more to be able to fill in the crest.
Hey there, Nancy.
Dexter, nothing.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Bye, kiddo.
Talk to Lisa.
Glad you came down to talk.
Nice.
Get this. I saw Dexter
Oh!
going out to the maintenance shack with this, like, green ornament thing in his
Let's
hand.
go.
He's up to something, right? Maybe you should check it out.
Wildly convenient. This is exactly the type of information we needed. Dexter was going outside to the shed with a green ornament. I wonder what it could be. If we have a blue and a red medallion and we need the green, must be. And this is a totally fair question if you're so interested, Lisa.
interested, why don't you go check it out yourself?
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to. But I really
We
should
just
get to
walked
work
up
on
to
my
Lisa
article.
and she was like, hey, I just saw Dexter going outside with a green ornament in his hand. We're like,
Oh,
perfect.
ornament.
And then Nancy said, then why aren't you following up on that, Lisa? She said she needs to
I'll
be
let you
working on
get
her
back to your
article.
magazine.
So,
Keep me posted.
or not be around when we need her, or deny speaking other languages, even though she has a Spanish letter in her locker and multiple IDs. But she did say she gave us some good intel. She saw Dexter going outside with a green ornament in his hand. So guess where we're headed? To find the green ornament. We set out to the storage shed. That's gotta be here. Squealy weep. Let's go! That is a giant rat. I do not remember it ever being that big. That is massive. That is like that's more like a mole.
Okay,
Gonna. And look what we found.
It's freezing out here.
Now we have 3 medallions, so nothing can hurt us now, Nancy. It's the only thing we needed. Let's go.
I'm locked out.
Opposite of what we needed. So we'll freeze to death out here.
Soon, I'll freeze to death.
Do you have any guesses as to what we should do? Okay, go in the building.
Gosh, I can hardly
Still
feel
freezing in
my
here though,
toes.
apparently. No insulation in this building. Any guesses? Anything that we could do or might have done before in here? Or any guesses from the chat as to what we should do that would warm us up or get us saved?
make a fire.
We could make a fire if only there were something
Use
to
the
make.
bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with that.
She might have to go. That could help. That could kill some time for sure till somebody finds us. What could we do?
Skillet.
My guess is that is Cass's comment, but I love it. I think that's a wonderful idea. So usually we know that it has to be. We have the photo from what the lift needs to be right here. We need a half raise, a 3/4, and a 1/4. So we've got half, 3/4, and a 1/4 on this one. That would be lowest, so that would be 1/4. We need half. Shoot. If we take too much time too, we're gonna die. We need 3 and this one needs to be, wait, so that'd be back, 3/4, half. That one needs to be there. Far left needs to be there. You need to be down 1 click, yes. You need to be down. Come on. Wow, I messed with it and got it the other time. We were trying not to get Dexter to catch us. Okay. Like I said earlier, if it was just me playing, I would just be clicking. We need you almost all the way down. That would be all the way down. We need it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yes, there we go. Phew!
What the? What's going on out here? Is that you, Nancy? Come inside.
Who
It's
else?
freezing out
Who
here.
else?
What kind of a stunt was that, Missy?
Sorry about that, but I was locked out.
Well then, what can I say except good thinking?
Oh, okay.
That's,
Thank you, Dexter.
that worked out for
Back
us
to your symphony.
tremendously well. Now we have all 3 medallions. So what good was that? Whoever, clearly somebody locked us out, right? Clearly somebody was trying to mess with us.
The Gilmore Girls.
But we also got to have our 3rd medallion. So now what we're going to do is take those medallions to the captain's quarters, the Queen's Tower, because we have everything we need. and confront this.
Nancy, I heard
Yeah,
you
real
got locked
quick.
out. You could have frozen to death. So, what was Dexter hiding out there?
Good thing I'm not the type to let frostbite interfere with my love of trespassing, huh? Too bad I didn't find anything.
Huh, I thought for sure I was onto something. I still think Dexter's shady. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Keep me posted.
I like that. I still abide by the rule. Share as little information as possible. There's no reason to be going to like, oh yeah, somebody locked me out. Other person that I hardly know and who gave me information that told me to go outside. You know what I mean? There's never a reason to share anything with anybody. Even with Hotchkiss, I was very hesitant to tell her any information. But then she also helped us out. So you kind of have to gauge based on the character of what kind of information you should give. Okay. I did. Thank you. Okay. We have 3 medallions now. We are ready to take those medallions to the Queen's Tower. Unfortunately, it takes like an hour to get to the Queen's Tower. You gotta call the elevator, go through the library, go through the vent, go through the grate. Hopefully for the last time. Here we go. 3, 6. We should have known. 6, 3, 6, 1, 2.
3.
It can't be. Oh, 6, 1, 2, 5, 3, 4.
That's really
Let's
the
go. Except for that one. That was really good on that one. Whoops, whoops, nope, 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 nope. Yep. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We have medallions. We have gusto. We have
It's locked.
desire. We have know-how. Oh, we gotta do this again. Okay. We know the edges need to be far down. These need to be about the halfway point. Boom. We're across the bridge. That's the pit that, like, when she's like, oh, how do I get across the pit? Figure it out. I don't feel like that one's worth...
Jump.
Use those thighs, Nancy. This is still open for us. What's up? We're back to the tower. And now we're going to use what we learned from before. Okay, so we've got blue stands for honor, and we decided from Hotchkiss's notes that it's this U shape. We decided that green is the the green is the fleur-de-lis, it's the loyalty. She put in bold. All right.
The other one.
I'll let everybody know that we're winding down now. We've culminated all of our skills into our final task here. It's taken all this time. Think about how hard it was to get these medallions. Think about all the bullshit we had to go through to get each of these medallions. We got knocked over the head. We got trapped outside. One of them we just found.
It was easy.
We had to go to the
Dexter was a big help.
think about getting
We should
into the
probably
library.
thank Dexter.
We should thank Dexter.
Thank you, Dexter.
Thank you, Dexter. Think about, though,
see you in the
getting-
gym.
See you at the gym.
Yep.
See you at the track.
See you at the track.
Think about to get the one from the garden. We had to open the globe that gave us the coordinates for the thing that was on the
We had to
the
talk
mantle.
to Dexter.
Lots of times.
Dexter's the key to everything.
He actually is. So if anybody has any final
Wait,
conclusions,
what was
thoughts,
blue
or
again?
decisions, blue was honor. It's the U shape.
Dexter's wearing.
Dexter is wearing a blue shirt. There's also green, which Jacques was wearing.
a-
Green is the fleur-de-lis. It's loyalty. Courage is red. If anybody wants to put their
What's her name was wearing a red shirt?
Lisa.
Lisa's wearing a red shirt.
And Hotchkiss wears a shirt that's a culmination of every color. So if anybody wants to put their guesses, I've done worse for medallions. Ellen says.
In Fortnite.
If anybody wants their final guesses, right now will be the time because we are winding down. I'm gonna go ahead and
Who done it?
who done it. Do you have a final guess?
Gilmore Girl.
Hotchkiss? Okay. I'll let anybody else put their... Cassidy doesn't get to guess. Cassidy already knows. So if anybody wants to put their final guesses as to who they think the culprit is, if you don't already know, or if you do already know, you can just phrase it as a guess. We're gonna pop the young Susan. Okay, Dylan's guessing. Dylan's guessing. Lisa. Here we go. So we've got our last one in. We filled those. Oh. Forgot. What's the one thing we haven't used? The thing from the night. I don't know how the heck.
Something's missing here.
Oh my god, am I such an idiot? I really thought this was the end.
Something's missing here.
Oh! I recall. It's not letting me. Oh, I really built this up so.
I think.
I know what we need to do. It's not letting me do it. Oh, it's so embarrassing.
You did that on purpose to make it.
I did.
Feel like
oh.
You did something.
But I just can't. I know what I need to do. I know what I need, and I can't freaking access it.
Something's missing here.
Yeah. We need to use this. Clearly, we haven't used this yet, right?
No.
We need to use that on something else. But what could it be? Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to be told what it is. Oh, this is embarrassing. Okay. I don't even. Okay, well, we're gonna go talk to Hotchkiss one more time. Oh, I was really. It really is. Oh, I was really building it up too. Okay, well, we know that we need one more piece because clearly we got all of our medallions, which took more time than anything. Oh, I'm so glad that somebody's in here. I'm gonna go no hint for now on it, but it's so funny because I know exactly what I need to do, and I just can't access that part. So Classy, I'm glad you feel my pain because oh, it's so frustrating. Okay. In my head right now, I'm going back to Hotchkiss. We're missing one part, but we have all three medallions. The medallions are in place. There's one more piece missing. Oh, and it wouldn't let me. I know where to go for it, and it wouldn't let me go there. So that's telling me that we have one more piece to hit. I built that up so hard. I was like, there we go. We're done. We're ready to go.
Put their guesses in.
I know. Well, you know what? And your whodunit, your guesses still remain. I like the crowd work there. Okay, we're gonna make it. Now let's make it early in the morning and talk to Hotchkiss. She's just my best guess at who would be able to stray us in the right direction. We're literally so close right now. Okay. Gotta make it the wee hours to talk to Hotchkiss. I'll sleep for 12 hours. Perfect.
Whenever you forget something, go to sleep. You'll wake up.
That always helps me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That was so funny. Okay. Hopefully she's still holding office hours. Oh, it's so funny. Dude, it could be one little thing. It could be one. I know exactly where it is. I just can't remember how to make it let me access it.
Hi there, Nancy.
Nope.
See you soon.
Ooh.
Nothing.
Ooh.
I feel like it's next.
Yeah, but then I gotta make it. Let's just pop back into the library real quick. Make sure. Because it can be
So we don't
as
have-
simple.
We don't have them. We have to find them.
Nope. Yep. That's always whenever I say nope. In Secret of Shadow Ranch, when you ask Tex if you can go riding.
Nope.
Can I go riding now? Nope. Does that all the time. Or if I'm in the middle of like a long work day, or something that's taking a long time, be like, oh man, how close am I to the end of this? You got a long way to go. I think about that one too. A lot of text quotes. Okay. Oh, this looks so bad. It's one thing, and it will literally solve the entire case.
It was a certain shape.
It's the shape. I thought this thing. Oh yeah, this thing. This thing's kind of like the shape. It's not that. Oh my gosh, I remember doing this the first time I played this with Cassidy too. Cass, I don't know if you remember this because I'm sure it was a really long time ago, obviously for you as well. Obviously, we struggled through this entire game. We were like, 8. Well, I might have been 10, so Cass would have been 7 years old playing this. Already trying to work your way through all of this, hodgepodge of fairly difficult puzzles. Nothing off the wall. No, this is how it's always. But just to have to remember, this is it. This is the last part. We've already been in here. We know what's in the globe. We know it helped us open this. Oh my gosh, dude, it's. I'm convinced. I'm like, maybe it's something.
So you don't remember
I know,
how you get to it.
I know
what it is.
I know what it is. I know where it is.
don't know
It
the
won't
trigger.
let me. Yes,
need
it's
the
the trigger.
trigger.
It's the trigger.
I feel like we haven't called it.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
we shouldn't need them. We shouldn't need them. I know. I know. That's the nice. Like, we've been trucking along pretty well this whole game, honestly. We'll make Cass upset again. We'll put on the candle. I know it's not in here. I'm just gonna do this just to piss her off real quick. Here we go.
Maybe there's another
Fire hazard.
All this dust. Oh my goodness. That paper is very close. To
I
that
should.
open
I need to hold this over the open flame.
Yeah.
What could it possibly be? I hyped it up so hard. I was ready. I was like, cool, we're solving this. I was also under the 2-hour mark for the stream on the day, and I was like, perfect, a 4-hour solve. Okay. Let us think. Let us think.
So the piece we haven't used.
That from the
I feel like
knight's
we have to use
weapon.
that on something
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right that we do. And I know where to use it, Al. I just can't. It's not
is
letting me. That was from the knight's scepter thing that we took at the beginning, before we ever went into the before we ever got into the prison cell in that spot. Diamond. Okay, we can give that a shot. Go back to Jacques. So the diamond is kind of clearly that's a key. So great call on that. The locker, I'm not sure what else is in there. We're really, like I said, just trying to trigger something, but the diamond is like what we're looking for ultimately as an end game type of deal. Check out his locker, and we can check out stupid Lisa's locker again too.
Classy's just hanging around just to see how
I
we
appreciate
figure
it.
out.
I appreciate it. Well, it's funny because I've absolutely done the same thing in other games. You'll be like, "Oh, cool, I'm done." A million other games.
Locker.
I have this. I took a photo of it. I think it was 310. No, that 310 is the locker number. The locker combo. Is 517. There's no way it's in here. It's not the diamond itself that we're gonna find right now. It's a trigger to let us get to where the diamond is. It's just killing me, man. This is the first time. Oh, that's so cute. Classy, we're actually streaming this specifically for my younger sister. I'm the older sister, and this was definitely among the first games that we ever played. They all used to take us like months and months because we wouldn't be able to find little tiny details like this little tiny detail.
Say your mom.
She would make us. Eventually, she started making us play Senior Detective when we started to kind of get the hang for the games and would start getting the new ones, because we would just sit there and try to solve it as fast as we could. And so she wanted it to take longer, but it is fun to do these super nostalgic ones, the really old ones. Man, this diamond thing is killing me. Okay.
So no locker.
Dill, I appreciated the it's great though. I'll take any suggestions at this point. We talked to Hotchkiss. We can go ahead and pop back to regular
Do you
daytime.
remember if the night's thing fits into something?
We're gonna use it as a tool, is what I remember. But we have to do
Use it
something.
as a tool.
Mhm. I'm wondering if it's something we already went through Hotchkiss's room. Classy, do you have any favorite games? That's always our question for everybody else. It's hard to narrow it down to a one, but if you have a top 3, I love a top 3. This one's the top 10. I think we established we started it yesterday, and then we're trying to finish it today, hopefully. But it's definitely a top 10. Not bad. I know.
What did we do?
We did 2 hours almost exactly yesterday. I'm happy with that, man. A 4-hour solve is pretty.
That's fast.
It's pretty stellar. It used to say on the games on the box it says over 40 hours of gameplay. So I always
40?
use 40.
Well, maybe like, if I were to play it first time and I didn't know. Yeah,
We should do that on one. I'll let you just.
My, yeah, we can.
They're tough. If we do Stay Tuned for Danger like Cassidy wants,
Well,
that game is so hard.
Which one were you playing?
Um,
You went and laid in bed and you stayed up till like
Ghost of Thornton
2
Hall.
a.m.
Well, then it didn't keep the save. Okay, my bad. I'm just
and our
messing around.
save
Hold up.
backwards.
Ghost Dogs Moon Lake, yes. Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. I said that one yesterday too. When
Oh, we did
we
that.
had one other person in the stream yesterday too, and I said, yeah, Ghost Dogs absolutely killer, but Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, it almost can't be touched. It's kind of comical how peak, like top notch that game is. Shadow Ranch is another one we put in there, and then
It's crazy.
what else did we
White
put in
Wolf
there?
of Ice
Oh,
Wolf
Secret of the Old Clock.
gets so much.
Yeah, it is.
Like I feel like it is. one
It's
of
a
the
good
most
game, but
popular.
it's not it's not my absolute
We
favorite
played-
game.
we played last year.
Yeah,
that
that
was a
game.
good one.
I was like saving that one to show Alex because it's such a good game. Like once you watch Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon or play it, nothing else will come close. Like they're still gonna be
Close.
fun and they're still gonna be interesting.
Just the secret.
It's so good.
Hey there,
Come on,
Nancy.
Dexter.
Okay. See ya, Mr.
We
Egan.
might just have to make
Goodbye.
a call. I don't like using. Yeah, I really try my best to not have to use a hit.
Hi there, how's it going?
I'll let you get
Right
back
there.
to your magazine.
We
Stay warm.
use it as a tool.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't go back.
Not that I recall. Okay, maybe
Where have we
one sec.
been that
One sec. We're gonna talk to Jacques again really quick. Then we're gonna make it morning again. And we're gonna go back to Hotchkiss's room.
So like, have we been anywhere? That
Cass, if you have any guesses, because I'm imagining, well, unless the Jacques Diamond Locker was also Cass's guess.
Look, keep the stupid
No,
medallion.
no.
It's yours.
Jacques hasn't spoken to us in like 3 days, so
Duck's done.
he's pretty pissed. But also, that's how you know, Alex. You know, in the other games, when people stop talking to you, that's how you kind of know you're at the end.
You're
You're
at
like, okay, yeah, people are. So we
I'm
need
just
to
trying to
burn
think.
some
Is
bridges.
there anything that have the access? Yeah. Any room?
There's one thing, and it's
Well, no,
and it
but I'm
won't let us get there.
Like a,
Let me do the Hotchkiss thing real quick, because I think you can call Bess, or it's George that you can call, and Ned in this game, and I don't think we've called Ned yet. But I really just okay. Jock's still mad. Nobody else will talk. We're gonna go Hotchkiss's room one
sleep-
more time.
Sleep some weird hours.
Let me
again.
just get a little sleep. You know what'll help? Sleeping for 12 hours. For me in real life, that is no problem. I would happily sleep 12 hours anytime. I love getting 12 hours of sleep. Okay. Dang it.
I wonder
14.
if Classy knows what we need to do. 'Cause you were like, oh, don't give us. I'm curious if they know.
Sometimes I'll do that on
What
message
we
boards.
need
You
to
look
do.
for a hint, not a
Yeah,
spoiler.
but don't give it away.
Dude, it's gonna be like the tiniest freaking detail. That's okay.
Oh, sadly, I do not know.
I-
Oh, that makes it more interesting.
I know.
You're with us. on
We're
that.
all in this together. It's literally, guys, we're there. We're there. Okay. So the diamond is the snowflake. We know that's what we're
So
looking
we go
for. We
outside.
know
We go
that's.
outside.
I like that. I'll go for it. I'll do anything at
And
this
then
point.
we use this for something outside. We haven't really been outside.
I know that it's not.
Wait,
oh,
we still haven't seen the movie.
you're exactly right. We've been charging this battery nonstop. Okay,
According to this time,
this has to let us know. Come on,
at least 100 hours.
come on.
Testing. Can anyone hear me?
It's the same.
It's not gonna do it.
Come in, Earth.
We've
No,
seen
this
this
is-
scene.
Oh,
No,
okay,
no,
I
no,
think-
no,
I
no.
think we're
This is the
rolling.
first scene, and then there's the second scene that we've seen,
Now,
and then it cuts off
let's
there,
get a
and we
look
haven't
at
been able to
these
see the third scene.
hallways. So rich in detail. You'd never know this place was built in 1920. It's all
us to go see this. You've seen
so
this so many
18th C.
I don't know, why is it black and white?
And there's
Other video
Marie.
existed.
I feel
That won't-
so
that won't-
close
that
to
won't be
her
solved, sadly.
just being here.
It's a mystery for
It's
another
as
time.
if her spirit
Oh, man.
is in the
No,
air, sweet as the smell
I
of
think
fried chicken.
Wait, no.
Oh, Maddie, of course. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So we
Okay.
needed to
Okay.
watch it.
No, it just made me remember. Duh. Okay, you remember what she said about her medallion fitting in the. I don't know if this is even going to do it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Is
Yes,
it
it is.
outside?
Here we go. No, it's not. Remember the peephole thing?
Oh,
And she's like, "Oh, my medallion
We
fits."
never
I'm
did
such a
that.
dummy. I'm such a dummy. I totally forgot.
we haven't.
No, we have to go get the medallions back. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I mean, that's
This at
That's
least
the
hey
whole
hey
point,
at least we
right?
figured it out. At least we figured it out. Okay. And do you know how to get? You know all the business we have to go. Medallions again. Okay. Step 1: call the elevator to the top. I'm just glad I remembered. We need the medallions. We haven't used them to look through the peephole. The first thing that Hotchkiss says when she is in that video, I think it's the second scene. It's the one when you come back. Is that, oh, I wonder if my medallion fits here. Shall I peep? Whatever, all that. And she does. She uses her medallion and she realized the medallion fits and she can use it through the peephole. I feel like such an idiot. I left the freaking medallions. They're probably actually safest there in the tower, though.
but this is kind
Oh
of
my goodness gracious.
it's funny to me that the game lets you make a mistake like that, so you have to go back. Because it would be boring. if they were
They're right
if they're
here.
like, or no, you're not allowed to do this yet with medallion because you need it.
Some of
It
the
lets you make a mistake.
some of the later games will have things like that. They're like kind of fail safes, right? So you're like, oh, we're not gonna make them do that. The old games, they didn't care, man. They're like, you messed up, figure it out. There's also I can't remember which games specifically.
Oh, remember we said this.
Yeah, of course it wasn't.
Definitely. It's never 3.
It was a good
Every time
guess.
it's never
You had a 1 in 7 chance.
I've said
4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, nope, 4, 5, 4, 6. That was bad. 4, 6,
I'm sticking.
4, 6, 1,
It's never
5.
2.
Oh,
It was
4, 6, 1, 5, 2. No, it was 3. 3, 2. Okay, we've got this. We've got this. We've got this. Thank you for bearing with us. That was so frustrating.
Well, that's what makes
Do you
it
know what we
fun
also have
is
to-
when you make a mistake.
It's locked.
Right. Well, that's what I was saying. Like the old games or the newer games have that failsafe. We have to
Or
redo
it
this
won't
puzzle.
let you,
They'll make you redo
like, it
everything,
wouldn't
man.
let you place it. Like,
Yeesh. There we go. And I love that it always does the zoom up on your little bridge there. You see when you got it to turn. It does it every single time.
it makes you redo everything.
Okay. At least we don't have to do this part.
Some of the games you don't have to redo
The steps.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe. Okay. Hopefully this is it. This is what's gonna do it. Here we go. Take our medallions back. Wonderful. Thank you. We solved that puzzle. Let's unsolve that puzzle. Take these back all the way to the second floor.
Nancy just. So this is why Dexter is so.
Because he's running around this.
Everywhere.
And not walking, running. He's sprinting through these halls. Oh my goodness. What no we can do now, we can take the elevator. Didn't we leave it on the second floor? That wouldn't be a Sometimes the elevator's not as good. Like, who else is... Okay. That was so funny. I'm just glad I remembered. And I hope this works, but I remembered it's one thing we haven't done yet that is required. Okay. This is actually really cool too, Al. Okay. So we'd used one. We did one, but it was when we only had one medallion.
There's the disc.
So these, and it might not even be every single thing I need, but so we put the red one in. Can't remember. Hold up real quick. Yeah, I think we just put them all. Yeah, we're just gonna put them all there. It's just the one beneath Marie. Okay. Now the blue. Take a little peek. Oh, and look at it, it's showing. Yes, I only had one when we did this the first time, and the green. Should snap another little photo.
It's funny you didn't remember until we watched. Wait, can we watch the tape now?
Maybe.
Okay.
We can try.
Sorry.
This says this, like, no matter, even if you just speak English, you can figure that out, right? The diamond of misery is in my journal.
Journal.
Mi journal. Perfect.
But Jock's mad at us.
Hang on though. Maybe we do need to try her. What time is it? Okay, we still have time. Let's go back to her. See if we can't watch her. Yeah, that last bit of her.
Is it weird
film.
to you that you have to click the ND to see the time? Why wouldn't it just be like the time?
That's a good point. Old games, man.
Just-
There's a lot of
just
things
me.
like that. No, there's a lot of
Just
things
like
like that in the older
overthinking.
ones. Gosh, I
Something's
didn't put
missing
it back on the
here.
charger. Let us.
Testing.
I'm just
Can
worried it's not gonna work.
anyone
I don't even know if
hear
we
me?
need to do this right now,
Hotch
but we
kisses
have
to
the.
Earth. Come
Yeah.
in, Earth.
Oh, okay. I think we're rolling.
You know?
Now,
The
You
wall has to-
can't.
Let's
It
look at
was there
these
was different spots, but I was
hallways.
looking. You
So
couldn't go up to them.
rich
It's
in
only the
detail.
one,
you'd never
peephole,
know this
and you have to
place
put
was
each
built
different
in
medallion in the same
1920.
peephole.
It's all so 18th C.
I'm not even sure this is going to keep
And
running, but
there's
we're still going to
Marie.
try this.
I feel so close to her, just being here. It's as if
Isn't
her
it frustrating that you
spirit
can't skip this?
is in the air,
Like,
Oh,
we've watched
skip
this like
it,
8
yeah.
times.
as the smell
Okay.
of
Yeah,
fried
it's okay.
chicken.
Embrace it. Okay, that's how it's going to be. I
Do
think
we ever get to see all of them?
I'm not certain. But now we're trial and erroring. Now that we've seen and put all of the medallions in those peepholes, I've already seen this. I'm gonna pop over one more time to her translator because
I think I see what
Yes,
the symbols
yes,
in the
yes.
stained glass mean
Okay,
now.
what we had to
see.
do-
Purple rose,
Yes.
gold diamond,
Yes.
key of queen.
let's go. This is exactly what we needed. I can't believe I couldn't figure that out. So for whoever, it doesn't matter. We got the photo. Each time that we popped the medallion in, it showed different symbols, and that's how Nancy's figuring this out. So the red one showed the the purple, that the symbol was the this little snowflake here, and the second symbol that it showed was the rose, was that. So that's how she figured out purple rose, key. The next one was the moon symbol, was the key of queen, and it says it was contains diamond. So purple rose, key of diamond. The queen's purple rose has the diamond. Where have we seen a purple rose? Besides in her photo in the library. We know that one for sure. We've seen her holding the purple rose one other time. We're gonna go to it right now. Oh, I'm so glad we figured this out. I was worried it was gonna be. I was worried it was
I
gonna
thought we were
be a lot
done,
worse.
like,
I did psych
20
everyone
minutes-
out
20
like
minutes
20
ago, we're
minutes
like, we
ago
got
and
this.
say it was the end.
That's
But you
what's
know what?
great.
That's what's fun about Nancy Drew sometimes. Then there is always one more little
Game's
twist.
not over yet. Not when you think so.
Never is. Okay. This is. Oh wait, library. I'll mess this up till the day I die, man. I always want to go to the basement level. We need to go to the library. And one more time, we're gonna have to go through our little our elevator. And if it's not 3 on the first on the first
It has
go,
to be 3.
it's funny. Like I did this 8 times ago. And I was like, everybody, what's the code? We all know it. We really all know it now. 3*72. Man, oh man. Here we go. Here we go. Right. I like that there's a star in the middle. Back through the vents.
It's crazy. Just
Dude.
I do think the next one it's a game I've never.
You haven't played like half of them.
But I'm
still.
saying,
Yeah, and you try. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
3.
It better be 3. Alex's guess is always 3. Here we go. Oh. It's never 3. 4. 3. 4. 4, 6. Did we just do that? Yes, my bad.
Oh, sorry.
4, 6. The fact that you have to do that puzzle every single time.
It is.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're going back up to the tower. Finally. Man, oh man. Oh, and this one more time. Everybody! Oh my gosh. Okay. Eventually you figure this out too to where it doesn't take 5 million polls. There we go. The zoom. We need it. We have to see it. We love it. Oh my goodness.
Should we take guesses again? Just because we probably forget.
Has
what
anybody
all of our
changed
guesses
their
were.
guess as to who
I'm
the
still
culprit
on,
is? Hotchkiss? Hotchkiss. Dylan, you still going with you still
Hotchkiss is
going
very
with
unassuming.
Lisa?
Yeah, what was Dylan?
Lisa. He calls her
Lisa.
Young Susan, which I
Yeah,
really
young
like.
Susan.
Okay. Susie Q.
Susie Q.
Here we go.
Who done it?
Purple rose of the queen contains the key. Oh, here it is, finally. Oh, and what's the one tool in our entire inventory we haven't used yet? I was like, huzzah! Yes, yes. Let's go. Take that. And now we put our
I
medallions.
think it's weird. when you just really chip
I know, literally a
Tiles.
historic like artifact. All right, loyalty is green. It's the fleur-de-lis. Honor is the U shape. It's blue, and our red must be in the only remaining space. The red is the
We
courage.
just worked 20 minutes to get.
Let's go.
We're gonna get.
Let's
We're gonna get
go.
caught by somebody.
No, this is
and
it,
trapped.
and you win, and everything's great. Ah.
The diamond!
But
Whoa! Will you look at that sparkly rock? And me without my sunglasses.
Mm,
Hi, Lisa.
who could it
How did you
be?
get in here?
no.
You, of course. Turns out a nosy, goody-two-shoes detective is good to have around after all.
Rude.
Now, why don't you toss me that big honkin' diamond so I can blow this popsicle stand and never set foot in lame-o, Wisconsin again?
All right, Lisa.
Lisa, you must be kidding me. This diamond belongs in a museum in France.
It's always the character
Yeah?
who
Well, I belong in the lap of luxury, and that
Doesn't
diamond's
say
gonna
a
get
lot.
me there.
like, the whole
Hasn't
game.
anybody ever told you to mind your own
Inconspicuous.
business?
All right. Has anybody ever
Oh,
told you to mind this on
Many
business?
times.
Certainly.
Well,
Nancy
maybe
will
this time you'll
Here we go.
learn.
My pepper sprayed in the face. We've already been knocked out.
Don't worry.
Okay, Al,
My spicy devil villain venom
let's
won't last
use
for long.
everything we
But I'm afraid by the time you get your eyes back, you'll have missed
spicy
my
double
grand
villain
exit.
venom. Okay. What do you want to say? What do you want to say?
It conked me on the head.
Yep.
I don't care about
Are
you.
you the one who conked me on the head in the locker room?
Hit me.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I bet that hurt. But I had to get the medallion somehow, didn't I? I hope we can
Why
still
does she
be
sound like a
friends.
kid all of a sudden?
Right. But then remember this. So she conked us in the head, but then
Why
remember
did
where
you?
we found that medallion? In Hotchkiss's room. She's
Yeah,
like, I had to
she-
get that medallion somehow. Okay.
Why did you leave Jacques' medallion at Hotchkiss's room? And Hotchkiss's medallion out in the shed?
Just pepper
To
spray
spread
it.
suspicion around, of course. You know, to play with your mind. Plus, I was at a dead end. I got the 2 messages from the stained glass window, but then what? I knew you would figure it out, so I decided to put the medallions in your hands and let you lead the way.
And we fell right into it, as we always do.
Why did you have to vandalize that beautiful library?
Just a little translation mix-up. When I read the message from Hotchkiss's medallion, I thought it meant Diamond of Misery in the library.
It said journal
Whoops.
in the journal.
Guess I went a little overboard looking for it in there. Anyway, enough with the questions, Nancy. You'll just have to read the rest in the papers.
All right. Al, what do you want to do? What are we going to do?
I've
We've got
gotta
only
I
so
say,
many.
I like Dylan's idea. Well,
Okay, we don't have a gun. What
Okay.
what else can we do? Think about what we have in our inventory and what we know about this space, about this area. If it takes another try, we'll
Life
take
of Leisure, here
Dang,
I
okay.
come.
She's really
Wait, do we
quick.
have to do it already?
Yeah, that's it. She's quick. Okay. So, think real quick though before you hit it.
I'm gonna try and.
Okay, you got this. You got this.
So, what we've done.
Think about what we've done already, what we know about the area, where we are. We're up in the tower. Think about everything we had to do to get to the tower.
We're trying to catch her.
She's trying to escape. We're trying to stop
Well,
her.
I preferably want to find iWatch Station. Just have them sprayed with pepper spray.
First things
so work
first.
with that, so we have our vision back.
This place is not up to code.
Yeah. Mess up the elevator puzzle. Yeah.
Okay, I like the guess.
I'm
It's
gonna let you.
well, I already know. I really like you to guess. You got this. I'm gonna say Dylan's on a really good
Mess up the elevator puzzle.
idea. It's so far along though. Think
Tell me how
about
to get to it.
think though real quick. See where she got out from us already? We have to do it even quicker. We gotta get her
I've got
now.
to stop
We need
her.
her now. Where is she? Think about where she is in this in the
she's-
layout.
She's dead.
She's running. What can we do? What can we do?
Life of Leisure, here
Okay, that's all right.
I come.
We're up in the tower. Is the
We're up in
elevator
the tower.
up there?
No. Remember where the elevator is? It's way down there. It's to get to the elevator, we went through this and then we had to go across that little chain puzzle.
I feel like
We had to
me
go
and
up.
Dylan don't know it all. The wall button? Yeah, Dylan, I need you to help me. What wall button?
Think about that. Remember
So where we are, I'm not going to the stairs. I'm just gonna look around.
what do we got? What do we got?
Gotta
What's near
Gotta
us? What's near
stop her.
us? What could he be
Door.
saying? Okay?
Turn around.
Mm. I
around.
like it. Yep.
Oh, the wall button.
Get it!
Dylan!
Go! Click it!
Oh my god, we killed her.
Help! Get me out of here! It stinks
So just
down
pull the
here.
stairs back.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
worried about
it's all
mold? You sprayed us
moldy.
with pepper
Darn
spray.
you, Nancy Drew!
Hey, Parker.
You're the worst friend a
Parker's here.
you could ever have.
Just in bed. Just in time
That's
for the
right. That's right. We yanked the stairs out from under her,
Good job,
and that's
Dylan.
it. Here we go, and this is how we know.
Dear Dad,
Yeah!
friends with a giant
Congratulations,
tree.
everybody.
Everyone at Wickford Castle is resting easier now that Marie Antoinette's journal and her famous diamond are safe and sound. The journal, the diamond.
I would have got away with it, too.
All going to be featured in a new Marie Antoinette exhibit in Paris, and it looks like everyone will be rewarded. Except Lisa, of course. First, she missed her plane to
So she's
Rio,
26.
and now she's going to be charged with
Lisa.
attempted grand theft.
That's right.
Professor Hotchkiss is thrilled because the French government has granted her permission to publish Marie's journal in the U.S. before it gets returned to France. This ought to help prove her theory about
And you
Marie's
thought it was
character
Hotchkiss.
once and for
That
all.
nice old lady.
Thanks to Jacques and his great-grandfather's
Jesus.
efforts to find the journal, the Brunet name is being
Oh.
celebrated all over France. In the meantime,
So Jacques
Jacques and
got
Isabel
his
have
Isabel.
eloped. It's so romantic. I showed Dexter the poem that Ezra Wickford wrote
Oh,
him,
yeah.
and he was relieved to know that his old pop didn't carry any hard feelings to his grave. All the talk shows want Dexter to tell his story on national television, but he keeps turning them down. I guess he doesn't want to be famous or infamous. But when Christy
Oh,
Lane
yeah.
called and asked Dexter to be her business partner, he accepted.
Isn't that cool?
With her business sense and
Good for
Dexter's
Dexter.
expert knowledge of the castle, I think they'll make a great team. So, you know what they say, Dad? Il n'est jamais trop tard de changer l'histoire. It's never too late to change history. Me,
Wonder if
I'm
Dylan
determined to
got
go
any
out and
help
enjoy.
for that button on the wall thing. It is like super obvious, but
It's not necessarily super obvious. Like, it takes a minute to
Did you
see.
figure that out? He doesn't know.
Parker. Guys, good game. That was really fun. Thank you for tuning in. That was our first stream.
Is
We
there
completed a
medals
game.
in this?
Not in this one. They didn't do rewards this early on. That was really fun. Thank you guys for watching.
Just credits.
Just credits, no rewards. Yeah, in the later games, they do. You get little rewards like, oh, you solved the puzzles quickly, or oh, you found these Easter eggs, or oh, you talked to everybody's ear off, whatever, things like that. So those are fun to see at the end sometimes. This is a really early game, so we didn't get it. Yeah, we'll take votes. Cassidy voted stay tuned for Danger. I'm always up for a vote. For those of you who don't know games, Parker, Dylan, you can just pick a number between 1 and like 33. Oh, I'm so glad you liked it, Classy. That was really fun. I'm glad we finished it too, because I was getting really worried there for a little bit when it was down to it that we weren't going to finish it.
2 hours last night.
And then 2.5 tonight. That was pretty solid, honestly. Oh, well, that was really fun. We'll pick another game and just keep going. It was it's a good time. I really enjoy it. Any votes on the second one? We'll take any votes. Stay tuned for Danger. Might be the next one. Otherwise, we were working on Sea of Darkness. We can't play any games we already played. Unpopular opinion. Alex's favorite game is Midnight in Salem, which is very controversial to say the least. But this was solid though. This is a good one. Stay Tuned is really good. It's definitely like a classic. Classy likes Stay Tuned also. I think that might be where we go next. Oh, Parker says the Mining Town. Yeah, it's in here. Yeah, it's in I have the 4-pack, the OG. Parker wants Secret of Shadow Ranch. Parker, we will do that one. That's like a crowd pleaser. But I think Stay Tuned might be our next one.
Is that Stay Tuned?
It's the second game literally in the full series. It's tough. The graphics. No, you haven't done that. You're gonna freak out. Okay, I think that's gonna be our next one then. Well, thank you all for tuning in. I think Stay Tuned for Danger will be our next stream. But for now, we're gonna get some sleep like Nancy. We're gonna go get 12 hours of sleep. So
Go to bed now,
thank you.
Wake up at 4 a.m. and then go back to sleep.
And go check in with Professor Hotchkiss, see what she's got for you. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.